What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Pretty sure I was stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Atlanta Hawks, who honestly are one of the more unpredictable teams in the NBA. I can see them finishing pretty high in the Eastern Conference, but at the same time, I could also see them finishing in like the play-in. So I thought this would be a fun rebuild to do. Obviously, the goal per usual is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, man. I'm trying to get to 3K subs and I'm right there. So if you guys could help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. But anyways, without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, let's get started with our rotation breakdown. At the one, we got Trae Young, obviously the face of our franchise, but for how much longer? That's really the big question here. You know, there was a report last season that the Hawks GM did get permission to start to look around for some trades, including Trae Young, and I definitely get why they would consider doing that. I mean, they gave up 3 first-round picks to get DeJounte Murray. Obviously, things didn't work out last season, and if that continues, you're gonna have to hit the reset button at some point, and you're also gonna need some picks. So the only way to really get some back would be to move on from a guy like Trae Young, who obviously has the most value on this team. But with that being said, I'm definitely gonna try to make things work out with Trae Young. I mean, he's a very good player, obviously. 26 points per game last season, 3 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal. He only shot 34% from deep, but that's really mostly because of his shot quality. You guys know he can knock them things down. Anyways, we do have Trae on the books for the next 4 seasons. It is a lot of money. 40 M's this season, going all the way up to 49 by the time he's 28. Like I said, man, I'm going to try to make it work out, but if things don't look very good this year, I'm not ruling out the possibility of trading him. Anyways, at the 2, we got DeJounte Murray. Like we said, they gave up a lot to get him from the San Antonio Spurs. 3 unprotected first-round picks and another pick swap. Forgot to mention that too. But still, on paper, I really like the fit with Trae Young. You know, Trae's not the best defender. DeJounte Murray is. And he can also get his own buckets. I mean, 21 points a game last season to go along with 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals around here. On 34% shooting from deep, not the worst, but I think he can get it to like league average, 35, 36. But yeah, I'm going to try to make this duo work out. We'll just see what happens, man. Anyways, at the 3, we got DeAndre Hunter, 25 years old, 4th overall pick in 2019. I mean, he's been okay. Obviously, we know he's a really good defender, but I think offensively, he's still been a little bit underwhelming. You know, 15 points a game last season, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 35% shooting from deep, just a little bit below league average. Like I said, he's solid, but is he our small forward of the future? I'm not too sure. Don't be surprised if I do trade him at some point. He's on a pretty movable contract, 20 M's this season, going up to 25 in 4 years when he is 28. If I do want to make a big move, I probably will have to use him as salary filler. So yeah, that's a real possibility. But anyways, at the 4, we got Saddiq Bey, came over from the Detroit Pistons last season. The stats are nothing too crazy. I mean, 14 points a game last season, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and he shot 36% from deep. I think solid is just a good way to describe a lot of these wings, man. Don't get me wrong, all of them are good basketball players, but which ones are going to be a part of our future? That's really what I got to find out. But yeah, when it comes to Saddiq Bey, he is on an expiring deal, so we're going to have to re-sign him this year. I don't know how much money he's going to want. Hopefully something in like the 15 and 20 range. We'll just see what happens there. And then at the 5, we got one of our older guys, Clint Capella, 29 years old, 82 overall. I mean, he just does his job, man. 12 points a game last season, 11 rebounds, also 1 block, shot 65% from the floor. He's a good rim runner, a solid rim protector. He's got 2 more years left on his deal, a little bit over 20.5 M's this season, and about 22 next year. I'm not too mad at that, man. I think we can win a title with Clint Capella as our starting center, but if it doesn't work out, we do have a pretty good backup here, and that's Onyeka Okongwu, 22 years old, 6th overall pick in 2020. He definitely has shown some potential since he got into the NBA. You know, 10 points a game last season, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and he shot 64% from the floor. Obviously, eventually he is going to be our starting center, but the question is like, when is that transition going to happen? Capella's 29 years old. You got to imagine he has like another year or 2 before Okongwu passes him in overall. Either way, man, I'm really not too concerned about it. Out of all the positions on this team, this is the one I'm the least worried about. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the bench. You got Bogdan Bogdanovic, 31 years old, 79 overall. He's a good spark plug off the bench, you know, 14 points a game last season, shot 41% from deep. We'll definitely take that. But again, man, kind of like DeAndre Hunter, if I do want to make a big move, I probably will have to use Bogdan as salary filler. He's making about 19 M's this season. It is a regressing deal, going all the way down to about 16 M's in 4 seasons. So yeah, I do like him, but he's not safe, that's for sure. Anyways, we also got AJ Griffin in the mix, 20 years old, 16th overall pick in 2022. And I actually like him a lot, man. He's a really good defender. Also, the offensive game looks pretty solid. I mean, 9 points a game last season, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and he shot 39% from deep. We'll definitely take that. I for sure could see him being a part of our future plans, but if I do want to make a big move, he's someone who probably will get thrown into that deal just because we don't have a lot of first round picks. So instead, we probably have to give up some young players, and AJ Griffin is one of our better ones. Obviously, I'm going to try to avoid doing that because, like I said, I do like him, but I'm not going to rule it out. Speaking of young players, man, Jalen Johnson is another guy who I'm pretty high on. He's 21 years old, 20th overall pick in 2021. I could definitely see him having a breakout year in real life. I mean, 6 points a game last season, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Nothing too crazy. Also, not really much of a 3-point shooter. I could definitely see him having the same role as John Collins, you know, an in-betweener at the power forward spot, 6'8", a really athletic, a really good rim runner. I like me some Jalen Johnson, that's for sure. And the last guy in our 10-man rotation is our old man in the group, Patty Mills, 35 years old, 73 overall. I think in real life he will be a decent backup point guard for them, but like I said in 2K, he's a 73 overall, so I probably will have to upgrade him. It just is what it is. But anyways, let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation. We got Bruno Fernando, 25 years old, 74 overall. I mean, he might progress, but like I said, I feel really good about our center spot with Capella and Okongwu. So unless I do trade one of them, I don't really see him playing for us at any point. Then we got the oldest guy on our team, Wesley Matthews, 37 years old, 72 overall. I mean, at this point in his career, he's really here for veteran leadership, but I don't expect him to play for us. Kobe Buffkin definitely will at some point though, 20 years old, 15 13th overall pick in this past year's draft. Only 72 overall, but I think he has a lot of potential. Really good size in the backcourt. He's a good athlete, plays above the rim. His 3-point shot has been getting better. And while he definitely does have to fill out, he's pretty active on defense, gets in the passing lanes. I do like me some Kobe Buffkin, man, that's for sure. Then we got another rookie, Mohamed Gay, 20 years old, 2nd round pick in this past year's draft. He's a pretty intriguing prospect, man. 6'11", really good athleticism, pretty mobile as well, good with the ball in his hands, and he has a decent jump shot as well. But with that being said, he's only 69 overall. I doubt his ceiling is too high in 2K, so maybe he'll carve out a role at some point. I'm not too sure, but I'm not really banking on it. And then finally, we got some undrafted guys. Chris Silva, 27 years old, and also Trent Forrest, 25 years old. Neither of them are really too young at this point, so honestly, I don't see him progressing too much, and for that reason, they're not really a part of my future plans. But speaking of future plans, let's go ahead and take a look at our 3-year game plan. Starting off in season 1, honestly, I just want to solidify my wings. Like I said, I got a lot of guys who are solid. DeAndre Hunter, Sadiq Bey, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, but who's really going to be a part of my future? That's what I want to find out for year 1. Then for year 2, man, decide on Trae Young. If things aren't working out and I got to hit the reset button, Trae's someone who probably will have to go just so I can get some draft picks back and some young players, something to get started with. Again, man, I'm going to try to avoid that, but I'm not ruling it out. We'll just see what happens there. And then for year 3, man, it's pretty vague, but honestly, it's buy or sell. If we still got Trae Young and we're still trying to compete for a championship, then I definitely will try to buy in order to win right now. But if we have hit the reset button by then and we traded away Trae Young, then honestly, the plan is just to keep selling, get some young players, get some draft picks, do whatever we can to get that rebuild started. So that's a look at the 3-year game plan. Before we get into simming though, I do want to sign John Wall here. Like I said, I think in real life, Patty Mills will be a decent backup point guard, but because of his overall in 2K, I do have to replace him here. And I think John Wall will be a pretty decent backup point guard. I did waive Chris Silva to make this happen. But yeah, man, let's try to get this thing done. 3.75 M's. 1 year, will he say yes to this? And he will. John Wall, welcome to the team. And just like that, I feel really good about our bench, man. We got Onyeka Okongwu, Bogdan Bogdanovic, AJ Griffin, John Wall, and Jalen Johnson. Now let's go into sim to the trade deadline, see if we need to make any moves. Let's get into it. Alright, man, so we're at the trade deadline and we're 33-18, 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. That's actually a lot better than I thought we'd be. We definitely got to make some moves to win right now, so let me look around and see what's out there. So here's what I'm thinking, man. I'm trying to send DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and a 2024 first round pick that is lottery protected. It originally belonged to the Kings. I'm trying to send that to the Toronto Raptors, or Pascal Siakam and Otto Porter. I know Toronto has been reluctant to the reset button, but they're not even in the play-in in this sim, so I do think it's about that time, and they would be getting a pretty good return here. DeAndre Hunter is a solid, somewhat young 3-and-D guy, 26 years old. You're also getting AJ Griffin, who I think would thrive in an expanded role. He's only 20 years old, 77 overall. And man, take a look at the shooting splits this year. 50, 40, 90. That's pretty insane. He definitely would be a nice young piece to have if you do hit the reset button. Then you're getting Bogdan Bogdanovic. You probably could flip him for some draft capital. And you're also getting a first round pick. So like I said, I think that is a good return for Pascal. And for us, man, we're trying to win right now. I think Pascal Siakam could put us over the top. We'd have a starting 5 of Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Sadiq Bey, Pascal Siakam, and Clint Capella. That's definitely a title contender. Let's see if they will say yes to this deal here. And they will. Pascal Siakam, welcome to the team. And I got one more trade left, man. I'm trying to send Patty Mills and 3 second round picks to the Chicago Bulls, Alex Caruso. Just like the Raptors, it's time for the Bulls to hit the reset button. I think they would take some draft capital here. And for us, Caruso would be a really nice backup point guard. We do have Kobe Buffkin, but at least for this year, if we are trying to be competitive, I'd rather have Caruso, the veteran. And he's also a really good defender. Obviously, we need that in the backcourt, as long as we do have Trae Young. So let's go and see if they will say yes to this deal, and they will. There we go. That's a really nice pickup. And this is a really nice team, man. We got Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Sadiq Bey, Pascal Siakam, and Clint Capella. Out the bench, we got Onyeka Okongwu. We got Alex Caruso now. John Wall. We also got Jalen Johnson and Otto Porter. I definitely think we can compete for a championship this year. I feel pretty good about that. So let's get back to simming. Alrighty, so the boys on 56 and 26, they definitely were hooping. Shout out to him for that. Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams? Let's take a look at this here. As we got Trae Young, All-NBA 3rd team. And let's see, do we have anything else? It doesn't look like it. I can't complain, man. We're the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. We'll definitely take that. Let's go to check out the stats now. So no surprise here. Trae Young led the way for us. 25 points, 2 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal. Round up round here. And he also shot 45% from deep. That's really good. Let's see, what else do we got here? DeJounte Murray, 38%. That's nice. But not a lot of 3-point shooting here. Jalen Johnson, 36. Otto Porter, 39. That's definitely something we do have to work on. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of this here. Pascal Siakam, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Then we got DeJounte Murray, also 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. What else do we got here? Sadiq Bey, 13 points. That's pretty solid. He also averaged 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. And Onyeka Okongwu, man, this is time for him to start for us. He averaged 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Compared to Clint Capella, 10 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. I'm going to stay with Capella for right now just because I like the rim protection, also the veteran leadership. You know, we do need that in the playoffs. But yeah, it definitely is a close battle. But anyways, our man got off the bench was John Wall, 10 points and 3 assists. Make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. But let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into this playoff run and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Miami Heat. That's tough. This is not going to be easy, man. Let's take a look at the matchup here. They got Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, and Bam Adebayo. That's a pretty good team team, I'm going to shorten the rotation here just to be safe. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So this looks pretty good to me. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench. And I took Otto Porter out of it. So let's go ahead and get into this thing, as we're going to take this game by game per usual here. And let's go ahead and check it out. So we win game 1. Let's see, it is 1-1. That makes sense. 2-1 them. Come on, man. 2-2. Please go 3-2 here. Yes. Can we close this thing out? And we can. Okay. So that was pretty close. But like I said, I did figure that would be a tough one. But we're moving on to the second round, going up against the New York Knicks. Let's take a look at the matchup real quick. They got Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Same starting 5 in real life. It is another good team, but I feel pretty good about our chances here. So let's get into it. As we win game 1, it's 1-1. Okay. Let's see. 2-1 us. 2-2. Come on, man. It's 3-2. Please no game 7. And there we go. Okay. So just like that, we're here in the conference finals. We're going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got James Harden still, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Jeremy Grant. That's actually pretty scary. I guess they traded Tobias Harris. I don't really know. And then of course they also got Joel Embiid. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't like my chances here, because the Sixers always do well in 2K Sim. But we win game 1, 2-0 us. Bro, no shot here. Did we just clean sweep them? And then all the other teams actually gave us a scare? That is insane. But okay, we're here in the NBA Finals. I really can't believe that. And it looks like we're going up against the Lakers. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. This is another really tough matchup, but let's get into it and see if we can win a championship in year 1. It's 1-1, okay. 2-1 us. 2-2. Yep, that makes sense. 3-2. Can we close this thing out? And we can. The Atlanta Hawks have done it, man. Winning a championship in year 1. And Trae Young got Finals MVP. 25 points, 2 rebounds, 11 assists, and 1 steal. I'm definitely glad I didn't trade him, man. Shout out to him. And shout out to DeJounte Murray in the closeout game. 36 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. That's pretty insane. He definitely stepped it up in the playoffs. 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Round up around here. Also shot 38% from deep. That's really good. Trae Young looked great too. 26 points, 3 rebounds, 13 assists, and 1 steal. Shot 45% from deep. And then you got Pascal Siakam, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he shot 38% from deep. Shout out to him. Talk about a great start to this video, man. 1 year down, 1 championship, and we still got 2 more years left to go, so let's keep it moving. Alright, man, so we do have our own pick in the draft. Obviously, it's number 30 since we just won a championship. Let's go to draft night and check it out. So we're here pick number 30, and honestly, this is a pretty easy choice. I see Bronny James still here. I think in real life he will go higher, but obviously he does have some health concerns, so it's not too unrealistic. Either way, that we need a backup point guard of the future. I think he will be nice for us. Allen Iverson Hall of Fame ceiling, we'll definitely take that. Let's go to make that pick. Bronny James, welcome to the Hawks. So now we're here in free agency. The first guy we got to bring back, the main guy, is Pascal Siakam. We're gonna do a 3-year deal starting off at 30 M's, but it will be regressing. So let's see if he will say yes to this, as let's see, he did have some other offers. So are we the top one? It looks like we are. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna re-sign John Wall on a 1-year veteran minimum. That's pretty easy. And I'm also gonna sign Kelly Oubre, 7.25 M's, 2 years. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. All right, so apparently the Pistons want to bring back Saddiq Bey. They gave him an offer, 3 years, 68.5 M's. That's obviously a lot of money, but I don't really have a choice. I kind of do have to match it, just because we are still trying to be competitive. I can't let him walk, so I guess we're gonna do that. So now we're here player progression. Trae Young stay put at an 89, but it does say 90 in the top left corner, so we'll definitely take that. Pascal Siakam up 1 to an 87. That's actually good. Then we got Saddiq Bey, man, up 4 to an 82. That's a really good sign, especially because we did just pay him. What else do we got here? Onyeka Okongwu up 1 to an 81. That's a little disappointing, but I guess I'll take it. And then we got Jalen Johnson up 1 to a 76. John Wall down 2 to a 76. That's a little bit tough. We also got Kobe Buffkin up 3 to a 75. That's good. And I think he might replace Alex Caruso at this point, because they're the same overall. Buffkin is 10 years younger, but we'll just see what happens there. And what else do we got here? Mohamed Gay up 1 to a 70. Okay, so that's a look at the team. I definitely feel good about it. We just won a championship. Let's go to season 2 and try to go back to back. So the team for year 2 is looking like Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Saddiq Bey, Pascal Siakam, and Clint Capella. Same start of 5, but off the bench now we got Onyeka Okongwu, Kelly Oubre Jr., Jalen Johnson, John Wall, and Kobe Buffkin, who I am going to play instead of Caruso. I just want to see what he can do, so we're going to try that out. But anyways, let's go and send to the trade deadline. Maybe we'll make a move, maybe we won't. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's not like we have a lot of draft picks to work with, but either way, let's get into simming. I'm answering the trade deadline, and the boys are hooping 38-14, first seed in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, that's as good as it gets, so I don't think we have to make any moves here. And again, I would have preferred not to, because we don't have a lot of draft picks. I don't really want to spend any more unless I have to, and it looks like we don't, so let's go ahead and keep it going. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. The boys went 64-18. That's absolutely insane. Luka Doncic MVP for the 2nd year in a row. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of this here. As let's see, yeah, I kind of figured we do got Coach of the Year Quinn Snyder, and then also Exec of the Year. Okay, what about the All NBA teams? Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. As we got Trae Young, All NBA 2nd team. He was 3rd team last year, so that's good. And it looks like that's it for us. So we did finish as the top seed in the Eastern Conference. That's really good. Let's go and check out the stats now. So Trae Young led the way once again. 24 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists, and 1 steal. steal. And let's see, shot 43% from deep. We'll definitely take that. Then we got not a whole lot else, bro. We got DeJounte Murray 38%, Sadiq Bey 37, and that's about it, man. So if anything, we actually got worse in terms of 3-point shooting this season. That's a little bit concerning, but I guess it's not holding us back too much, so that's good. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of this here. Pascal Siakam, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Then we got DeJounte Murray, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And Sadiq Bey also looking pretty solid, 16 points to go along with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Let's see, Onyeka Okongwu, man, doing his thing off the bench, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, compared to Clint Capella, 9 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. So taking a look at the per 36, I think I do still want to go with Capella here, because he is rebounding the ball better and also shooting more efficiently from the floor compared to Onyeka Okongwu, but again, it's not very far off. If I had to guess, I think maybe next year Okongwu would be our starter, but we'll just see what happens. Anyways, our main guy off the bench is Kelly Oubre, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And what about Kobe Buckin? First year getting some PT for us. He only played 10 minutes per game, but still 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and the shooting splits, not very good. Definitely something he has to work on, but he's only 21. Obviously, he's got a lot of time. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats, but let's get into this playoff run and try to go back to back. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Indiana Pacers. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup here, as they got Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mather, and OG Anunoby now. That's actually pretty cool. He went to Indiana for college. But anyways, then they got Darius Walker and Miles Turner. This is a good team. I think we're going to shorten the rotation just to be safe here. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So you guys know the deal. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench. And I did take Kobe Buffkin out of it. He's the young guy, so I'm going to go with John Wall here. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this thing, as we are going to take this game by game per usual. We win game 1, okay? It is 1-1. That makes sense. Let's see, 2-1 us. Can we go 3-1 here? Yes, we can. Can we get the gentleman sweep? And it looks like we can. Okay, so now we're moving on to the second round, and we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got LaMelo Ball, Justin Edwards now. That's a really nice pickup. Then they got Brandon Miller, Mark Williams, and James Wiseman. Okay, so the double center cheese, that's interesting. I mean, we're definitely the better team on paper, but you never know with 2K Sim. So let's get into it. Is it win game 1? Let's see, it is 1-1. 2-1 them. Yeah, man, I knew I should be scared of this team. But let's see, we are 3-2 now, and it is going to be a game 7. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go Simcast here, and if it is close, then we'll jump into it. Haven't done that, I don't think at all in 2K24, maybe like once, I don't really know. But anyways, we are winning this thing by a pretty decent margin, and yeah, it looks like we are going to come out on top, so that's good. But now we're moving on to the conference finals for the second year in a row, and we're going up against the Cavs. Let's take a look at the matchup here, as they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. This is going to be tough, but let's go ahead and get into it, as we're going to take this game by game. We do lose game 1. Let's see, 2-0 them, 2-1 us, or I'm sorry, 2-1 them. Yeah, man, we are in a little bit of trouble here, so let me go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit more, and try to shorten this rotation as best as I can here. So we're gonna do it like that, and let's get some more minutes to Pascal, same for Trey and also DeJounte, and I guess one more for Onyeka. Sure. Okay, so is that enough to win 3 games against the Cavs? I highly doubt it, but we win that one. Okay, didn't mean to go Simcast. Let's see, can we force a game 7? We can. Now let's go Simcast here and try to make it out of this thing, man. That would be pretty crazy. But they win the first quarter. Let's see, back and forth in the second. We do win that one. Hey, man, we might have a close game to jump into, boys. We made a little bit of a run here. I think we're going to come out on top. Wow, that would be crazy. And what just happened? Bro, I sold so hard. I didn't even think to jump into that. I thought we had that game, but apparently they made a comeback in the last minute. That's insane. And I guess just like that, we've been eliminated, boys. That is, that's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I guess we're gonna send the rest of this thing. And we didn't even lose to the eventual champs. The Grizzlies won it all this time. John Morant Finals MVP. Shout out to him. I'm still trying to process what just happened, man. I really thought we had that one in the bag. But I guess we're moving on to season 3 here, as they do have pick number 29, but it is going to the Spurs as a part of that DeJounte Murray trade. That's totally fine. Let's just skip the draft. All right, man, so we got to bring back our 2 centers. Our first one is Clint Capella. We're going to do 15.5 M's per season for 2 years. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. Now we're going to re-sign Onyeka Okongwu a little bit more money, 18 M's per season for 4 years. I mean, he's only 24 years old, so we definitely want to do a long-term deal, and it looks like he agrees. Cool. And I'm actually not going to re-sign John Wall at this point. He's 34 years old, so I'm going to sign Terrence Mann instead. I mean, he's only asking for 3.25 M's, 2 years. Maybe he's just in his ring chasing stage. I don't really know, but we'll definitely take that. So now we're here player progression, and we don't have a lot of green arrows, but we also don't have any red arrows, which I guess is all that matters. Anyways, Trae Young stay put. input. Same for Pascal Siakam, DeJounte Murray, Sadiq Bey, Clint Capella. Then we got Onyeka Okongwu up 182. Let's see, Kobe Buffkin up 2 to 77. Jalen Johnson up 1 to 77. What else do we got here? Bronny James, man, up 4 to 76. He'll be playing pretty soon here. And then we got Muhammad Gay up 1 to 71. Anyways, I still feel really good about this team, so let's move on to season 3 and try to get one more title. So the team for year 3 is looking like Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Sadiq Bey, Pascal Siakam, and Onyeka Okongwu, who I am going to start. I think it is time to see what he can do in that role. But anyways, off the bench, we got Clint Capella now. We got Kelly Oubre, Kobe Buffkin, Jalen Johnson, and Terrence Mann. I feel pretty good about it, but I am a little bit worried about our 3-point shooting because that has been a problem this video. I think we're just going to sim to the trade deadline, see what the team's looking like, and then we'll go from there. I am answering the trade deadline and we look really good. 39-12, second seed in the Eastern Conference. But most importantly, we're knocking down that 3-ball, 39% from deep. That's actually the second best in the league. We'll definitely take that. I'm definitely worried about the Cavs though. I mean, they look really good, 41-11. And let's see, they got Josh Green apparently. That's interesting. Normally, I would be fine with staying put, but I mean, they beat us last year. And this is the last year of the video. I think we got to make some move here. Or we at least have to look around, you know. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Maybe there's something out there for us. You never know. And you know what, man? I just couldn't find a trade that made sense. I know that is a little bit boring. But honestly, I really like the way this team is playing. I don't think I want to mess around with anything. So let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get back to simming. So the boys are open once again this season. We went 63-19. We'll definitely take that. Luka Doncic's MVP for the 3rd year in a row. That's pretty crazy. Let's see. What else do we got here? Anything for the Hawks? Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. There we go. That's good to see. What about the LNBA teams though? Let's go ahead and check this thing out. As let's see. Nothing at all for us. Not even Trae Young. That's pretty surprising. But anyways, let's keep it moving. So we did beat out the Cavs for the #1 seed. You love to see it. Let's take a look at the stats now. Trae Young led the way for us once again. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists, and 1 steal. Round up around here. And he shot 44% from deep. Yeah, man. We got a lot more 3-point shooters this season. 37 for DeJounte Murray. We got 35 for Pascal Siakam. 42 for Sadiq Bey, man. He's someone I thought about upgrading at the trade deadline, but he was knocking them things down, man. I couldn't do it. Anyways, what else do we got here? We got Kobe Buffkin, 42%. Then we got Kelly Oubre Jr., 36. And we even got Terrence Mann, another guy I thought about upgrading. He shot 43% from deep, man. I just couldn't do it either. He definitely did his thing, so shout out to him. Anyways, we got DeJounte Murray, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Then we got Pascal Siakam, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Let's see. Sadiq Bey, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. And then Onyeka Okongwu, first year as a starter, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Not too bad. Our leading scorer off the bench is actually Kobe Buffkin this year, not Kelly Oubre. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. We'll definitely take that. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff run and try to win one more championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Indiana Pacers. Okay. For what is it, like the 2nd year in a row, I think? I don't really know. But anyways, let's take a look at the matchup here as they got Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, OG Anunoby, Jarris Walker, and Alperen Sengun. Okay, that's a really good team, man. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we're in some trouble here. So let's go ahead and shorten the rotation real quick. So this looks pretty good to me, man. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench, and I did take Terrence Mann out of it. I'm gonna keep Kobe Buffkin instead as like our backup 1-2. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Can we make it out of this first round against a very good Pacers team, as it's 1-1, 2-1 us, 3-1 us. Can we get the gentleman sweep? And we can. Okay, so now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Toronto Raptors. Obviously, we made the Pascal Siakam trade with them. Let's take a look at the matchup here, as they got Vasilije Micic, AJ Griffin, yep, Jason Tatum. That's pretty crazy. No Scotty Barnes. Okay, then they got DeAndre Hunter and Jakob Poeltl. This is a good team, man. Let's go ahead and get into it and see who ultimately won this trade that we did. But let's see, we are up 2-0 now. 2-1 us. Let's see, 2-2. That is a little bit scary here, but it's gonna be game 7. Come on, man. Why do we have a game 7, man? I think we are better than them. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull this one out. And it's a close one, man. Are they gonna get the revenge on us? If it is close down the stretch, and we will jump into it with like 2 minutes left here. We are up by 2 possession. Let's see, it's yeah, it's pretty close. Let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Why not? Alrighty, so they have the ball here, down by 3 points. Let's see what they are gonna do as they get it down low to Edgecombe. I don't know who that was, but anyways, Jason Tatum. Yep, that's a nice little floater. Who's defending him? I didn't even see. I guess it's Sadiq Bey. Is he even on the floor? I don't really know. But anyways, 1 point lead for us. It is Trae Young with the ball here, being guarded by, I guess that's the Edgecombe guy. I don't know who that is. Probably some guy in like one of the future draft classes. But Trae Young, the pull up, gets it to go down, man. That was a pretty contested shot. They did a decent job there. But we do have a 3-point lead with about 50 seconds left here. As let's see, it's Jason Tatum with the ball. I can't imagine he's going to pass that up too much down the stretch here. You got to imagine he will want to take this shot. As let's see, Pascal Siakam all over him. Good defense there, getting him to pick up his dribble. Let's see, 6 seconds left. Jakob Poeltl with the ball. Not a really good strategy. Ron Holland, that's a clean look, man, and he cannot knock it down. Okay, so they're not going to foul, I don't think. Never mind, they are okay. So Trae Young gets fouled. He's going to get 2 free throws. Obviously, he's a really good free throw shooter. So the first one is up, and he gets it to go down. Okay, 2 possession lead for us, boys. We're feeling pretty good so far. Let's see if we can knock down this one, and he gets that one to drop too. Okay, so we got a 5-point lead here, 26.5 seconds left. Honestly, just get one more stop, and I think that's it. All right, Jakob Poeltl looking to inbound this thing. Gotta imagine he's going to try to find Jason Tatum. Never mind. Gets it to Vasilije Micic. Now it's to Tatum. Okay, being guarded by Saddiq Bey. Nice job there getting him to pick up his dribble. That is DeAndre Hunter. Can he knock down this shot? That was actually a pretty clean look, but he cannot get it to go down. And yeah, I think we got this one in the bag, boys. So we're going to simcast the rest of this here, and we do win the game. Okay, cool. So now we're moving on to the conference finals, and this is the matchup that we wanted. Going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is going to be fun. Once again, they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Green, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Let's get into it here as we are going to take this game by game. Let's see. They won game 1. 1-1. That's good. 2-1 us. Let's see, 3-1 us. Can we close this thing out here? No, we can't. Okay, please close this thing out, man. We got a game 7. Are you kidding me? Another game 7. We're gonna go simcast once again, and once again, if it is close, we will jump into it. But let's see, we win the first quarter, they win the second. It's looking kind of close, but we got this one in the bag. There we go. Okay, so we're moving on to the NBA Finals, going up against the Portland Trailblazers of all teams. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the matchup here, as they got Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Lauri Markkanen now, who never seems to stay with the Jazz in 2K Sim. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, they also got Kyle Anderson and DeAndre Ayton. It's a good team, but I think that we are better. As let's get into it. We win game 1. Okay, 1-1. That's fine. Let's see, 2-1 us. 3-1 us, and there we go. Okay, so the Atlanta Hawks have done it, winning our second championship in 3 years, and Trae Young got Finals MVP once again. 28 points, 30 rebounds, 12 assists, and 1 steal. Shot 50, 40, 90, man. Shout out to him. So Trae did this thing in the closeout game. 28 points, 5 rebounds, 14 assists. That's insane. And Pascal Siakam, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. Also a block too. That's pretty impressive. And taking a look at the playoff stats, man, Trae Young went crazy. 28 points, 3 rebounds, 12 assists, 52% shooting from deep. That's insane. Siakam did his thing too. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Shot 36% from deep. And DeJounte Murray stepped up too. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Shot 40% from deep, man. Shout out to him. Taking a look at this team, I mean, they definitely are set up to win some more titles in the future. Trae Young is only 27 years old. They do have to re-sign him this offseason, but that shouldn't be too hard. But anyways, then you got Pascal Siakam, 32 years old, but still has some more years left in him. Same for DeJounte Murray, only 29 years old. Saddiq Bey, 27. Then you got some young guys in Yeko Kongu, 25. Kobe Buffkin, 22. You got Jalen Johnson, 24. We also got Bronny James. I forgot about him too, 20 years old. You know, we got some young guys, we got some veterans. This team has a little bit of everything, man. I'm really happy with how it came out. That's gonna do it for me though. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But anyways, man, this has been 2KJ. Blessings.